Hey everyone, I'm Elaine. I'm actually a first generation American, and my parents immigrated from a small Eastern European country called Bulgaria that borders the Black Sea and is just north of Greece. Since I can remember, my parents and grandparents always spoke Bulgarian at home. As such, I can actually read, write, and fluently speak in Bulgarian. I value my faith a lot. Growing up, I remember I always loved going to church on Sundays with my grandparents and parents. I had a church dress actually that was my favorite to wear. So waking up early on Sundays was always a plus for me. All of my extended family is actually in Bulgaria, so because of that, I really value my family as well. Growing up, I always wished that my Thanksgivings were filled with my aunts, uncles, and cousins at a large table where we could all get together, just like my American friends did. But because of this, I always try to make sure to visit my extended family whenever I can, and even just FaceTiming them to make sure that they're all right and catching up with them. One health risk factor that relates to my ethnicity is that a lot of people who are from the Mediterranean region of Europe are more likely to have a genetic mutation in a gene called MTHFR. Almost 25% of those that are from this Mediterranean region are more likely than others to have a gene variation in the MTFR gene. Variations in this gene can actually lead to a decrease in folate levels. As such, my family and I always try and strive to make sure that we eat foods that are high in folate levels. Being from a country that grows lots of herbs, the cultural heritage of my ancestry relies a lot on homeopathic medicine. When it comes to my family, however, my grandfather was one of the first anesthesiologists in Bulgaria, and he practices Western medicine, and is in fact still practicing at the age of 84, which also makes him the oldest anesthesiologist in Bulgaria as well. My father then followed in the same footsteps and became a physician in the United States when he immigrated here with my mom. I came to be in the medical school through a series of life events and a lot of volunteer work that have led me to this point in my life. I distinctly remember volunteering in the PACU and watching a physician roll a patient into the PACU after surgery. Seeing those big doors open and seeing other people roll in someone that was at a vulnerable point in their life filled me with feelings of happiness, gratefulness, and joy. I remember I got goosebumps just from that small moment that I witnessed. I knew in that moment that I wanted to become a physician and have others entrust me with improving their health and ultimately their life. There's something so unique about people and people interactions that makes this field such a great one to follow.